Classical music, you're taking my hands, pulling me back through the stages, back to the summers I played in your bands, trying to find something real. Tragical moments arrive in a song, drummers can bring a dimension, tacit for ages, I waited so long, waiting was part of the deal. Classical music, you're dragging me down, pulling me back through the ages. Classical station, stop fooling around, play me a song I can feel. Beautiful Terry sat down in the winds, turning the drummer's attention. Now the conductor is calling me in. Shall I remind you the deal? Classical music, you're dragging me down, pulling me back through the stages. Classical station, stop fooling around, play me a song I can feel. Tragical beauty, I saw you again, all of my life in suspension. You and your angels, a phone in your hands, waking your way through the field. Classical music, you're dragging me down, pulling me back through the ages. Classical station, stop fooling around, play me a song I can feel. Classical station, stop fooling around, play me a song I can feel. Play me a song I can feel. Classical music. This is called Dreams. Learn to not pretend, not pretend, not pretend. I must learn to not pretend, not pretend. These dreams are killing me. I will study what is real, what is real, what is real. I will study what is real, what is real. These dreams are killing me. These dreams are killing me. Dreams, dreams are killing me. Dreams. I will fly into the clouds, to the clouds, to the clouds. study love, study right, study up on faith, study up all night. I will find the truth, I will find the light, go into the dark. Ooh, go into the light. That's called Dreams. So it was classical music came first, and maybe it's obvious, but it's just kind of a gripe. It's kind of a complaint. I listen to classical music once in a while, and I can really enjoy it. I played timpani in a youth symphony when I was a youth. And I found it really intimidating and challenging, maybe because I was a drummer and a little less kind of musically informed than the rest. But also the supreme competition of it all, I don't know, it didn't feel musical. It felt to me it felt like taking tests all the time. But yeah, so that's me complaining about classical music. And then Dreams. Dreams has a funny origin. This is another complaint, but I was kind of worried about this weird fantasy that some people in the United States had about that if we attacked Iraq, that then the Middle East would all come into focus and there would be peace. It was just this weird dream. And so then I wrote that song, Dreams, which just ended up being kind of universal and not really referring to anything. But that was the impulse that started it. Who knows why. All right, so this is a song from the Twilight Hours first record. And I'll try to keep my yammering to a minimum, but some people say that they enjoy hearing where songs come from, so I'll keep it brief. But this song is about when I met Jennifer, who shined sunshine on my life all of a sudden. Everything became simple and plain and wonderful, and so this is when we first met. Oh, and you might hear a disembodied voice that I think you'll probably recognize at the end of this song. Lock my door, open up and let you cross my floor. Maybe I could make it by myself. I never have to fit with someone else.
Maybe I can make it by myself and never have to fit with someone else. Do you think I should cross life goal? Come on, maybe I can make it by myself and never have to fit with someone else. Never have to fit.
I should lock my door. Answer is always, open up and let you cross my floor. Okay then,
What?
Chandler, hello.
Hi. How are you?
This, by the way, for those who might not know, this is Chan Paulin. Whoops.
Did you hear me on that song?
I did. I did. I heard you. It was. It made me happy to hear you.
Yeah, it was planned out, well planned,
It was.
well
Yeah.
composed.
Thanks. Thanks. I fancy myself a composer sometimes. Hey, what's been going on with you? Like, what's got you excited, or what do you think about when you're lying in
Well,
bed?
you can see by my rosy cheeks, I've been playing some golf finally after a long winter, and that's makes me very excited.
Do you ever get out there with John Munson, who loves to golf?
John and I just played yesterday,
Really?
and I played this morning. I mean, this morning with some other gentlemen.
Nice. Nice.
Mhm.
And is it all that you had hoped during your long winter's nap?
Well, it's I'm not so bad. Let me put it that way. I'm okay.
You are tall, and can you just kind of hit it really far? Is that part of your game?
Oh no, I'm tall, but I'm old.
So you have to play like a wily. I don't even know golf, but you have to be wily,
You got wily, like why, like yeah.
like a coyote.
You gotta be smart. Yeah. No, I don't know what it is, but if you don't like it, you don't like it because it's impossible to play. It's a little teeny ball, and you have to hit it 200, some yards onto a target. It's
I,
it's a
I can't I
very
can't
little.
enjoy it. I personally cannot enjoy it. I'm too spazzy. I get impatient. I start just kind of golfing it up the. I just want to get back to the clubhouse and
I
be
know.
done.
I
I'm
know.
not. You must enjoy the zen of it.
I enjoy all the aspects of it. I like being outside. I like the sporty clothes.
Yeah. Were you wearing plaid too? Or
The plaid and plus fours and everything. And I
yeah.
just like I like the kind of the zenness of it.
Have you ever come out in jodhpurs or those bloomers, whatever those are?
Oh, sure, of course.
Okay, I'm impressed. That's real sporty.
So
That's
I'm the
sport.
I'm the kind of guy that'll show up with the Fair Isle sweater vest and the tweed jacket and
Right.
all that stuff.
I bet the other guys like they kind of melt down. They can't stay on their game because
No, no. Once I show up with my full attire on, it's like they put their little Nike shorts back in the car and
Yeah,
all over. It's all over.
it's smart. It's smart. So let's see. Here, I have a question for you. Like, so are you? What about music? What are you doing right now? Are you
Oh,
dormant?
music. Oh, music. Yeah. Right. I knew you wanted to talk about music and
Well, no,
art.
it's part of what I want to talk about.
No, I know. I'm being silly talking about golf.
No way.
I I actually have a new album. I've got a new Suburbs album in the can. So that's kind of my big news. So
What do you your
that's
your album names are always awesome. Do you know what it's going to be? You don't have to reveal it, but do you know what it's going to be?
it's called it's called Poets Party.
That's so great. I love that.
It's called Poets Party.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's coming out. We just put a beautiful New Standards holiday album out. Came out recently. Um, Hopefully theaters are opening up, so I'm working on two musicals. One musical um, kind of went the wayside, or it's being shelved as we think about it more deeply in the environment. That's all of a
Oh,
sudden
right.
you got to be. It's every theme and every gesture you make has to be a little bit more conscientious about from guys who are you know the classic old white men um, group.
Oh, you
So
talking about me?
I'm not lumping you into
All
anything,
right. All right.
but it's this is important to be aware of what you're putting out in the world, more aware than I don't know why I'm saying more aware than before, but because we should always be aware and always be conscientious what we're doing and putting out in the world. But we were working on a show. I mean, I should just explain myself. We were working on a show about Jesse James, a musical, and my intention and Jeff Hatcher, my partner writing, we write these musical shows together. Glenn Sheen being the kind of the most well-known one.
Yep.
Um, and we were asked by the History Theater to do Jesse James, and I thought, well, I don't know, that's just fraught with, he's an asshole, first of
A
all,
murderer. A little
a
bit of a
murderer,
murderer.
and then everyone went, well, so was the lead for Glenn Sheen. She was a psychopathic murderer as well, and that's what you guys do. That's what you're.
You've been typecast.
I know, and I said I didn't like that, of course. Matter of fact, the other one we're working on is a real beautiful romantic comedy. So hopefully we'll go down that line. And there's no, because Jesse James is what happened was we brought it to the community at large and said we wanted to have everyone represented, and I had no interest in doing a cowboy western musical about the psychopathic bank robber murderer, just straight with the cowboy hats and the guns and everything. I said so. We were trying to think of at least something modern to say and contemporary to say about it, and but Jesse was a Confederate bushwhacker who killed a lot of people, and he kind of did his whole thing was I'm fighting for the South in the Confederate dream.
Right. There's not a lot happy to say about all that, or like not a lot of redemption there.
Yeah, well, of course, the reason was that he was brought down in Northfield by the scrappy Northerners who were
That's what
having,
it took. That's what it took to stop him was
I
scrapping
know,
Northerners.
having none of that. none of that bad boy shit. But you know, everyone in that story is white and everyone's male. I mean, everyone's male except his mother. Um,
You could try to do kind of a Hamilton style rethink of it somehow. I think
yeah,
there's a
well,
way.
we were going to have so, and we've been rethinking it, but we brought it, like I said, to a cast a workshop full of you know, people from every age group and sexuality and race and everything. And the outcome of that meeting was this is not a story that we are interested in. And why do people have to keep, you know, glorifying bad white males? And you know, Chris Trump was just raging at that time. So we just said fuck it. Well, let's think about it more.
Yeah.
More
Well,
yeah,
hopefully you didn't put in a ton of work into it, and you can make your beautiful romance in the
yeah,
meantime.
yeah. But that's one thing I'm working on, and then the new album, and I just can't stop writing songs. I think you probably know how that feels.
Well, like I can't stop trying.
Yeah,
I can be stopped from writing them.
I know. Someone tell me. Just someone send me a note. Just, just send me an
Sometimes,
email or text.
yeah.
Can stop it.
No, keep writing by all means. Don't stop. Don't stop. All right. So I'm gonna play a song now that I think you'll like. It's got a Megan Bell is this painter, and I've seen you talk or communicate with her on Instagram. So
Yeah,
I know
love her stuff. Yeah.
yeah. So anyway, every once in a while we do a collaboration like this, and so this time we made it a little more explicit, where she's listening to a specific song, which is the song "Alone," and then she videotapes herself painting to that song, and now I'm gonna play the song "Alone" while I'm looking right along with you guys at her making this painting.
Beautiful.
It might be. It could be beautiful.
Cool.
Let's see how it turns out. We'll find out. All right. Let's see if Megan is in there. So cool. The painting itself is called Alone, and I'll show a picture. A picture will appear in the credits of the final version, and it's kind of remarkable because it's so much more detailed. It's just this, starts with this kind of abstract base, and you almost can't even see that in the final thing. It just keeps building, but the depth keeps happening too. It's cool. These painters. All right. The song is called Real Life. In my life, people come up to me and they'll say, Matt, how is it that you're so adept at discerning reality from fiction? You can see what is but a dream, what is magic, what is real. And it's hard for me to explain. I guess I would just say that the answer is that I've been around, I've seen a lot, but that's about it. But this song is about that. Real life. Stand in the sunlight. There's a story that your eyes will tell. You won't land in a paradise tomorrow. You'll be stuck until the final bell. Stumble, stammer, all the wrong grammar. You will never get yourself a deal. I know all about real life. I know all about the real life. I know all about real life. And I know it's not real. I'm on the town with my sweet wife and a bill that I can never pay. I'm underground in my real life and I'm wishing I could fly away. Falling sorrow, crawling for tomorrow. My collar is a ring of steel. I know all about real life. I know all about the real life. All about real life, and I know it's not real. I know all about real life. I know all about the real life. I know all about real life, and I know it's not real. I know all of these schemes, but I always get played. And I laid for days along a stream till they raised the shade. I wanna holler and scream when the melodies fade out. Memes are the real life. Dreams are the real life. Schemes are the real life. I don't believe in the real life. And I know it's not real. Does it feel like a real life or a city we will never see? I've been around from the mountain to the valley and there's nothing here for you and me. Trouble, sorrow, forget about tomorrow. Everybody better hold the wheel. I know all about real life. I know all about the real life. I know all about real life. And I know it's not real. I know all about real life. I know all about the real life. I know all about real life. And I know it's not real. And I know Chan, are you still around there? You haven't? Did you leave because of my what I said about real life?
I'm here. I'm digging you, man.
Cool. Yeah. How about that painting? Oh, wait till you see the final version of that painting. You really can't tell, but it's fun to see it, isn't it?
This one here. No, I'm back. This one here. Right here. Whoop.
What?
There we.
I see you perfectly.
It's
Oh
my
no,
the painting.
I was talking about Megan's painting.
Oh my
I
gosh!
love the
Yeah.
painting over your left shoulder, if that's what it
That one.
is.
Yeah.
The big one.
Megan's was beautiful. It's so cool to see it happening live.
Oh, you watched it? You saw it get made?
Yeah. Well, I just was. I'm watching your show.
Oh, Megan, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's
It
get on
is.
the same page here.
Yeah, I know. I'm losing my thread a little bit, little hyped up. Dan used to do paintings, my brother Dan, as you know,
Yeah.
and he would start out with like kind of a sketch, and then he'd like do a version of it, and then he'd just go over that, and it would just, and the final version would have kind of nothing to do with like the paintings that were underneath.
Yeah.
It just kept evolving, and he didn't care, and then it would end up with this really geometric thing. But then if there's like something going on, it's in the depth of it. It's cool.
It has structure underneath that's mysterious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's neat.
Cool.
Can I ask you a question about like, so how did you guys record Poetry Party? How did you do that?
Poets party.
Poets Party.
Poets party.
Get it right.
Yeah. um, well, we started it pre-COVID, and so we had kind of a skeletal structure of it. And then when COVID hit, we once we started feeling comfortable going out of our houses, we went in just one at a time. Kind of maybe it would be me and the engineer and working out on keyboards and things like that, and
Yep.
then I would have Jeremy Ildesacker come in and Steve Brandseg or whoever, and those guys like to work together, so it's kind of cool.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
really neat.
And we had a big kind of guitar and drum room that had plenty of air and circulation. Everyone had masks, and we'd put together parts, 2 by 3 by 1 by until we constructed, I think, 15 songs finally.
And how many of them made the grade?
Well, the album's going to be 12 songs.
That's a great amount.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays it doesn't really matter, I guess. It's everyone
No,
just listens. It's kind of atomized
but
anyway.
people like vinyl though. It's
Yeah,
fun to put on vinyl.
right. So yeah, we'll make vinyl and we'll have CDs, and I'm thinking about NFTs. Have you heard about those NFTs? Those crazy NFTs?
No, I don't know what that is.
Um, it's kind of a master. How do I put it? You've put a track on the blockchain like Ethereum or something like that, or Bitcoin, whatever
Oh
those
my god.
chains are, and you digitize your track, and you attach a little signature like video to it, or some kind of
Uh-huh.
thank you or a painting or whatever you want to it. They're doing songs and paintings and trading cards and
I had no
video.
idea.
Yeah, and that way you can say this is the master track that's the original, and it's just kind of locked in the blockchain, and you can own that if you want, and people are bidding on them, and
Wow, that's really cool.
yeah, it's kind of helps because you can essentially maybe get paid for making music. Crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
But and even if not, even if they sell for $100 or whatever, it's just something kind of a cool collector's item for
Oh,
fans.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's the first thing about blockchain that I've heard that didn't make me feel creepy. Don't know why.
yeah. I don't know a ton about it, but I have been reading a lot about it. Anyway,
That's well,
that's just one little thing.
yeah, I like that. I love that.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if you could somehow like download your entire mentality, your all your experiences and your soul, and then put it up on the blockchain, lock it in there. Anyone could buy it and maybe.
They give it for your kids, For your kids. Yeah.
They'd be like, ah.
Yeah. No, the digital world has changed us forever, and I don't know if it's so great. But
It's got its
here
pluses
we are
and
right now,
minuses.
so
Here we
it
are,
is.
yeah. It came to the rescue for about a year now.
Yeah.
So, Jan, did you ever write a country song? You're too cool. That would be hokey for you. You'd only write it as a joke.
even if I try, I remember I've got a friend who's a good supporter of my music, and she is a publisher in Nashville, and so once in a while I send her a song like, oh, I wrote a song called Lemonade because I'm sick and tired of making lemonade.
Yeah,
When life gives you lemons.
sure.
I thought that's a country western song. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And I'm sick and tired of making lemonade. Get it, right?
I got it immediately before you even explained it. Just
There
from the
with
title.
me, yeah. And so I sent it to her, and she goes, "Oh, that's cool." I said, "It's a country song, right?" She said, "Well, no, it sounds like a jazz song, like a musical theater."
She doesn't know. She's a
I know she does.
publicist.
She just had hundreds of gigantic Nashville hits, but what does she know?
What does she
Nothing.
know? All right. Well, I got me a country song here. Back when I was coming up in right behind you, in like the early '80s, I was starting to write songs, and there was kind of like this resurgence of country music going on.
Yeah,
Kind of rocker, country, alt rock, I can't remember what they called it. But anyway, that's a really easy way to kind of get started with writing songs because, you can keep it pretty simple and
it's 3 chords.
campfire chords, yeah. So anyway, that's what this thing is. But then the complication where I make it interesting is with the level of difficulty because I'm playing piano.
Well, I'm going to mute my mic so I can hear you.
All right, here it comes. Let's see here. All right, this is called Susanna. Well, since it's quiet, and we've all had a few, and I know you are my friends, I'll talk of Susanna as I always do when I have found an ear to bend. She closed her eyes and saw nothing of her own, and I said, Susanna, don't cry. Then I closed my eyes and I went from my home call Susanna, she goes, you've come home. But I'm 800 miles from her. Then when she tells me I want to hear, ooh, I wish I would. She closed her eyes and saw nothing of her own, and I said, Susanna, don't cry. Then I closed my eyes and far did I roam, and I sang, oh Susanna. She closed her eyes and saw nothing of her own, and I said, Susanna, don't cry. Then I closed my eyes and I went from my home, and I sang, oh Susanna. Susanna. I've got one more tune. So this is Toolmaster of Brainerd, which is kind of a comical song in a way. I remember there was a rehearsal at my house in the basement back, I don't know, also in the 80s, somewhere in the late 80s. And it was a Trip Shakespeare rehearsal, and just in the short period of time before the rehearsal, I kind of basically wrote a song faster than I ever really usually do ever. It just came out pretty fast. I was super excited about it. I thought it was really funny. That's what I thought. And one thing I've always been in touch with about my own experience of music is that like the department of funny things, like recognizing funny stuff and laughing at it, in the office of my head, the department of like recognizing funny stuff is right next to, maybe it's in the same like room as the department of swooning at touching music. It's kind of all in there. It's a little different, but it's all, so to me, like when there's a great, amazing song, it makes me want to laugh. I find it ridiculous how powerful it is. Somehow, I don't know, it overwhelms me. So those things are connected to me. But anyway, I think that this song is not touching. were beautiful, and I don't swoon at it. I always found it pretty funny, but it's got a flavor to it. So I'm going to try to perform it, just alone, which I tried to do a couple times, like I can't remember, somewhere in the 90s, and didn't feel too strong about that. All right. You gotta get warmed in a little bit. All right, I'm ready. He held a job at the Buckeye Creamery, toolmaster of Brainerd. He had a way with the old machinery, toolmaster of Brainerd. But on the day when the shutdown came and all his old girlfriend looked the same, he rumbled down for a change of scenery. Hello, toolmaster of Brainerd, toolmaster of Brainerd. Inside his case was a Gibson disaster, toolmaster of Brainerd. He played guitar like a master but faster, toolmaster of Brainerd. He came to town on a charter bus, too young and sweet to be hustling us. He played guitar like a natural disaster. Play on, toolmaster of Brainerd, toolmaster of Brainerd. Toolmaster of Brainerd. Lost a creamy calling at the milking stool up in Brainerd, where the children go to milking school. So he learned to play the Gibson his dog had found, and he came to haunt the bars of Minneapolis town. Now the spellcasters, the jeweled and cruel bastards in town, came to shackle and chain the toolmaster. He wheeled full fast in the jars of cash flashes, insane with blue magic and flames. Toolmaster returned. A letter came from the Buckeye Creamery. It said, Mr. Master of Brainerd, we're gonna start up the old machinery, Mr. Master of Brainerd. Then all his old girlfriends lined up in the sky and told him to kiss the Twin Towns goodbye. He rumbled north for a change of scenery. Goodbye, toolmaster of Brainerd, toolmaster of Brainerd. Toolmaster of Brainerd. You don't have to go home this night and disappear into the shadows of Aurora's light. You played guitar like a natural disaster. Goodbye, toolmaster of Brainerd. Jan, tinkle those ivories. Sounds tool mastery.
I'm playing Tool Master.
I know, it's great. There's Megan. Here's the painting she made.
Well, there's the painting. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Here's the musical version.
For the stage, for like a musical drama with Tool Master.
Yeah. Tool Master painter. Ooh. Like the full chorus. Can you imagine? Look at you.
It's easy to imagine when you spell it out like that.
Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, thank you, Chan. It's been great. I am so grateful. You're so gracious every time. From the very first time when I buttonholed you in Cambridge and came up to you and you didn't know me and you were nice to me. I told you what a huge fan I was.
On the steps of the library.
Yeah, like 1984 or something. I don't know, 85. Yeah, you were so nice to me and I was nobody. That was cool.
Well, I liked you right away.
Bye, Chan. Thank you.
Thanks, ma'am. See you next time, all right?
Right on.
Bye.